Hi everyone, welcome to Arbitrary Hero presenting Max's Mad Mythic Mercenaries. We are playing Waterdeep Dragon Heist, and I am here to run a game of Dungeons & Dragons for my friends, and let's introduce those friends. For us, it's been a while. For you, things have been uninterrupted. But let's start out with Nate. You are playing a man who puts bros and hoes before foes. The man from Waterdeep will roll you 6 feet deep. It's Roland Gitero. And I'm inspired by a very special birthday girl to ask this question. What on Roland's birthday, what on his last birthday, what did he do to celebrate?
At this point in his life, he probably had a drink by himself in the tavern that he usually frequents. I think it's called the Red Door.
Yes.
He and Wilhelm usually go to. And probably have, throw back a few for his mom and his sister.
I like it. That's what he did for about 15 minutes before Wilhelm rolled in and threw him a lavish and annoyingly social birthday party.
Yeah, no, he had a huge birthday party and he wanted no part of it,
yeah.
but it still happened.
He was super tired of Roland being an edgelord.
Yeah. Next, we have Cherie, and whether you're a Seaward scholar or a Dockward brawler, she'll help those in need from afar. It's Our Lady of Shadow and Light, Alu Dracar. Now, Alu, I am super curious about your answer to this question, because you do have family. You aren't super in touch with them. What does Alu do for her birthday?
I think Alu would probably spend it alone, just enjoying some peace and quiet. She's sort of a quiet person.
Yeah.
She'd probably find a book or go visit her mentor.
Ooh, I
quietly,
like it.
And spend some time learning about how to control her psycho-ness.
I dig it. Next, Danny here. He's off like a sprocket. Oh, shit. He's off like a rocket. He helps make mechanical wonders tick. Protecting the City of Splendors is Sprocket. 3 feet of valor stands Spev Spacklestick. Now, we have established previously that Spev actually has a really good relationship with his family and his father. So what does he do for his birthdays?
I think the couple weeks leading up to his birthday, he just tries to get every outstanding project done, just clear his backlog of unfinished projects. And then comes his birthday, he has just starts some new project. He has his dad down in the workshop with him, and he just starts his new dream project that he's going to try to finish before another year passes. And then they get dinner or something.
I dig it. I like it. Just some classic get things done in family time.
Yeah.
Then we have Hannah, and happy birthday, Hannah.
Happy birthday, Hannah.
Happy birthday.
Yay. She refreshes those around her like a gentle breeze, but has the power to set you aflame with the greatest of ease. So tread lightly, go delicately, if you wish to speak to Our Lady Holly. It's Holly Rees Go Delicately. And I have heard the Go Delicately birthdays are fucking bangers. Is that true? Are the rumors true?
Yeah.
Is Holly Rees the birthday girl?
Anything you've heard is true. It's happened.
I dig it. I guess out of character, how was your birthday this year?
It was really good. I'm still recovering a little bit.
Sounds about right. Then last but never least, we've Got Ian here.
Always
he's
last.
Come out of his glen to avenge his wife's death so barbaric, he'll butcher you while staying zen. It's the wood elf, not drow, Fen Merrick. And I guess my question about Fen is, does he know his birthday? He lost his parents at a very young age.
You know what I love? I love that you ask other people questions so that I've got all the time to come up with my answer, and then you switch it up on me at the end.
Every time.
I don't like it. So I'm going to answer the original question, because if the answer isn't obvious, guys, you guys haven't been paying attention. Obviously, what Fen would do on his birthday, and yes, he knows what his birthday is, because he's the only one who does. Because he decided what it was. He made it up.
I love it.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
And obviously, guys, he would go to a rave. He would drop some eggs.
Awesome.
he would get down on some of that EDM, little.
Yeah.
He lives out in the woods, so he has readily access to a lot of
yeah.
psychedelic mushrooms.
Absolutely, and a lot of EDMs out there too. You can find a lot of that out there. In the
Yeah.
woods.
Out in the wilderness.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of raves do take place out in the woods.
Electronic
so yeah, probably.
woodland
All the
festival.
best ones, Nate. All the best ones.
Yeah.
Only the best ones.
He's in tight with the squirrel bouncer, so
I mean,
he can kind of
basically,
get in wherever he wants to
Yeah, I mean,
get.
basically, he'd go to Burning Man. Is what he.
Yeah.
Well, there's one that's basically Burning Man in the forest. It's called the Electric Forest. I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
I mean,
And it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Ben's there, man.
I
His
dig
birthday
it.
to that day.
And then again, before I ascended to ultimate power, I was but a man named Wilhelm Swingpike. And interesting to note, most of these characters, except for Spev and Fen, knew Wilhelm for a while before the campaign started. And he's big about celebrating other people's birthdays. You know his birthday. You've never seen him on his birthday. He's never in town on his birthday. So, in our current campaign of Waterdeep Dragon Heist, you all just successfully extracted yourselves from the Castellanter Manor, the Castellanter Villa.
Are we calling that? That was what I was going to say. Are we calling this successful?
You plundered
We're
the
alive,
manor
so yes.
for evidence of their
the only thing
foul
you walk
devil
away from.
worship.
Yep.
And you split ways with the Black Viper, who I guess surprisingly you were kind of cool with. There was the potential for that to just be a straight up fight, but it seemed like you all like communicated well. You worked together. She stole like a bunch of shit and helped you get the evidence you needed, and then you all like parted ways. And you were heading. It's 2 hours past sundown at this point. The street lamps are illuminating Waterdeep. You can hear the sound of drays taking all sorts of citizens to wherever their evening might take place in the city. And you are headed, I believe, through the castle ward to go to the Godcatcher. And that's where we find everyone. You see this massive statue. You know that these famous magical statues of Waterdeep, they're essentially buildings. People work inside them. They've hollowed them out over the years, but they are magical. They do move when needed to provide defense to the city. The Godcatcher has become a multi-story apartment building on one side. It's got an orb that floats magically above the palm of the statue, high above the city. That's like a little observatory. Alu, you were told to meet a woman in a purple cloak here at this time to hand off some vials, some potions to her. And that's where we find ourselves now at the start of the session.
Yep. Sweet. So if I'm looking in Roll20, is that where we is? Like sort of to the top? And where she is at the top?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yes.
So I'm going to just head right on up there. I don't know that everybody else needs to come with me. I think probably should go by myself so I don't freak anybody out.
Yeah, you get in line to go to the top. The old woman at the counter, she says it's 2 copper to go see the view. You
Okay.
pay her copper, and yeah, you can head on up to the palm.
Sweetness.
You get up there, and you do in fact see a woman. She's again clad mostly in black leather. She's got the domino mask, the hood up, and now you notice. I mean, I guess maybe it was a little hard to see it in the natural light. Everything is so dark, but with the yellow tint of the street lights below you, you see that what you thought was like a black cloak is actually just so dark purple it kind of appears black. But
It's
yeah,
eggplant.
yeah, it's aubergine.
That's right.
Yeah, and
Wow.
you see she kind of does a double take, and she's like, "Oh, what?
That was the most flamboyant moment you've ever had in your life there.
I know,
Cameron.
wasn't it great?
What?
Aubergine.
Aubergine.
That's what you call it. That's
Yes,
what
it
I
is.
call it."
What was I thinking? I'm a dum-dum.
No,
Proceed.
that's correct, but it was
Yeah, totally
fabulous.
correct.
Yes,
Super
fabulous.
fabulous.
Yeah. So yeah, you see this lithe woman that you still haven't seen her face, but you recognize her and her mannerisms, and she recognizes you as you step up off the steps, and she's like, what are you doing up here?
And I'm gonna be like, I came to bring you some potions. I've forgotten his name already.
Schemo Weird Bottle from
Yeah.
Schemo Weird Bottle.
Thank you.
And he's giving this on behalf of Davil Starsong. Davil's the one that asked you to deliver this.
To deliver them. Yes.
Yep. So whose name do you drop?
So I would give her the whole story. Picked them up from Schemo. Davil asked me to drop them off to her. They're supposed to be potions of vitality. Is that right?
Invisibility.
Invisibility. But I'm also going to tell her, because we now have some history with her, that they aren't potions of invisibility and what they actually are, because Spev has
Yeah,
tested
she
them.
give me your Alu, your passive insight is really insane, isn't it? It's
pretty high, yeah.
20 oh no. Insight
it's,
it's 14. Give me
18.
an insight check.
Oh yeah, okay. Insight. Where is my insight? There it is. Ooh, I don't know that everything is Oh, I forgot. Okay. That was real low.
She kind of looks at you in the darkness with the mask and the hood. It's a little hard to pick up on those facial giveaways of what certain things are. But she thanks you. She says, "Yeah, I appreciate the heads up." She thinks and she says, "I would be willing to bet that Davil doesn't know about this. Whatever. I don't know why Schemo would be trying to poison me, but I trust Davil."
I trust Davil too. And now that we've got some history, I trust you too, which is why I figured I'd tell you.
Give me your passive
Manchester.
perception is 21. You see her
Yeah.
cheeks redden just a little bit when you say that. She says, "Yeah, I mean, it feels like two birds of a feather, right?" And she looks out onto the city. She says, "Yeah, it's it's nice to meet someone who I feel a connection with and kind of instantly knows my perspective on things." She gives you a bag and she says, "Here's the payment. You delivered it, and I appreciate the heads up. This is 15 platinum pieces."
Oh, I get paid for this? She thinks. I'm gonna write that down before I forget.
Yeah, so you got 15 platinum pieces for delivering this, and she says, and with the warning, I'll find another source for the potions of invisibility. Don't worry about that. But if this is a mind enfeeblement poison, I could find uses for this too. So I'll still take it. I'm just glad I didn't drink it myself. And yeah, with that, she hands you your platinum, and then she backs up to a ledge, gives you a little wink, and then flips down off of it into the night.
And as she's going, Ollie's gonna sort of shout whisper, so she still could hear it, but not everybody else can. Aodan be with you. May this fire burn in your soul. She's pushing this agenda real hard.
I like it. I like it a lot. Actually, let me make a little note of that.
This is the fire.
It's fire. It's fucking fire.
This is fire.
I can see it.
My God, that reminds me of that commercial, Justin Timberlake with the ping pong. I'm on fire. Fire. You know what I'm talking about, right?
I was
Ian?
thinking of the
My
Friends
all-time
outtake.
favorite commercial, yeah.
There's
It's
a
good
Friends
one.
outtake where they're doing rock, paper, scissors, and Joey goes, and Ross goes, "What the fuck is that?" He's like, "It's fucking fire."
Fireball.
Fire burns paper. And
That
it
was
melts
funny.
scissors.
Mhm.
But it doesn't
Yeah.
melt steel beams.
So what do you want to do now? I mean, you paid, you got like a half an hour up here. You can check out the city. There's a little stand you could get. They've got some skewered meats. There's
I wanna
souvenirs. You could get a
refresh my
little
health.
god catcher paperweight. Yeah,
Meh.
if anyone else want to do anything tonight, or do we want to call this an evening?
I mean,
Long rest.
If we do a long rest, can I heal from 7 HP, please?
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Yeah,
long
absolutely.
rest.
We can take a long rest. So you gather together, and you start heading back. And
And he's gonna have them ambush us at 7 HP.
yeah, now's the time.
Goblins.
No, actually,
Fuck you, Cameron.
you all have you're heading back from the Godcatcher to the Troll Skull Manor, and when Roland, your crystal starts pinging.
Oh, is
Your
Wilhelm
sending
calling?
crystal.
All right.
Ling-a-ling-a-ling.
Then I will find a quiet nook and be like, "What is it, Alpha?"
Hey, it's Wilhelm. Brenda's waiting for you. Should I tell her you're not going to make your date?
Oh God, I forgot. Okay. I'll be right there.
She
are
looks
actually
real
on our way
good.
back.
I can keep her busy
Oh.
for a little while.
Uh-huh.
Tell
her we're on our Yeah, we're on our way back from something, and I just got to get cleaned up, and we can head out.
Do you need me to lay some clothes out for you? Like, your normal gear is it's functional, and that's good, but
You know what?
Hmm.
Let's toss it up a bit tonight. Yeah, go ahead, pick for me.
I have the best dress. Give me just a second. And he hangs up.
Great. Great.
Can Ala
Love
do
it.
like a passive perception? I want to know if she hears this, because if she heard any of this, she's gonna be like,
So Alu does have insane passive
Fire.
perception. Roland,
She does.
you did say that you wanted to move away from the party,
Yeah.
and have this conversation. How far away did you move?
Not very far. He probably was just like, "What is this possible thing
Okay.
that's happening?" he
So like
probably
you,
just,
you kind of just hung back
Oh,
like 10 feet
yeah.
as you talked.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
Give me you did declare that you were like whispering and stuff. So give me a stealth check. You got to beat a 21, otherwise Alu like hears it
Oh
all.
God, that ain't happening.
"Ooh,
I need to roll. Shit, I need to roll like
I'm so excited
19
by
or
that.
above.
I was gonna say
17.
you don't have to do it with disadvantage because this is just a conversation. It's not like you're trying to move with stealth. But yeah,
you
yeah.
didn't make it."
You still beat his stealth by 4. So you heard most everything. You didn't hear what Wilhelm said, but
Right.
you heard everything Roland said. Yeah.
Ala's gonna have a big old smile, and she's gonna be looking at him and nodding.
Ooh,
Like,
someone's
she's not
got
gonna
a
do anything,
date.
but she's gonna be like, "I know your secret,"
Now,
and I'm amused.
Roland,
I'm
do
glad somebody
you
remembers my secret. I
do
didn't.
you remember the terms of your deal? The bet?
Nope.
Winner, I believe it's winner takes the loser out to dinner.
Got it. Okay.
And you're the winner.
Yep.
That old trick.
Okay.
That old trick. I like it.
But yeah, everyone's able to get back, no problem. Wilhelm is talking with Brenda inside the tavern. He's got since there's this separate entrance to get up to your rooms, you're able to go up and you see that he has some nice clothing laid out for you. It's definitely not your style. It's pretty bright coloring, a strong like light blue trim on everything, mostly this white and then this light blue trim around the collar of the shirt and all that. But you're able to put it on. Actually, give me What do we want to call this? Like, is it a performance check to see how nicely you can put your clothes on? We'll call
Probably
it
a general
performance.
dexterity check or something.
Well,
No.
Probably charisma.
Guys, this is all. Yeah, I was gonna say it's coming from all people who don't know what they're talking about. It's charisma, boys.
well, that's performance is charisma based, right?
Yeah, it is. We
Yeah.
have a
so-
-1 in, so it's
yes.
gonna be good.
So
I mean,
we'll say
maybe in Roland's case it might be sleight of hand, though. I don't know.
yeah, we'll say. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, you're clearly uncomfortable.
Yeah, this is not my steez, bro.
Everyone knows it.
The weird thing is this: you and Wilhelm don't have the same frame. These clothes
Oh.
fit you just fine. Somehow he knows
makes
your
measurements.
measurements.
Yeah.
But the shirt's like this. It's the new fashion. You can't really tell the front from the back. The pants, those ones are more
Shirt doesn't have a
straightforward.
tag. How do I know what's from the front?
The belt has this weird style thing where it doesn't go through any loops on the pants. And it's much bigger, so you think it needs to like go around your like shoulder somehow.
Bandolier.
The boots are like heavily pointed, like they have a very long point, so long that there's actually lace in the top of the boot around your calf. That if you had known better, you would have taken the point of your boot and put it up through that lace to like tie it back. But you
anyone
don't know
else thinking
better,
of Chewbacca at
so
a
you're
wedding?
just like slapping your like toes around
Poppy
everywhere.
toes. Just slap it along.
So,
Oh,
since
feast for
Olive
all the
knows
senses.
about this date, like she's waiting for him to come out because she wants to razz him a little bit before he goes down to the state. So she obviously sees that she's not going to let him go on a date with Brenda, looking like a fool.
Yeah, so you can stop him before he enters the actual like tavern if that's what you want to do.
Yes, I am going to, and I'm going to
Who-
fix him.
What's everyone else doing? Is everyone else just going like straight to sleep?
Yeah.
I mean, Fen is. He's got 7 HP.
I'm
Um,
at 21, so I'm like 2/3 okay.
He's going to do some long resting with Brenda.
yes.
You get double HP for that. For the next
I
12
get
He
hours,
inspiration.
you're
should
a
get
tank.
inspiration.
Women
Yeah.
gain HP from that. Men lose it.
Okay.
I think it's the other way around, honestly.
Pretty sure, yeah.
Pretty sure you're right.
In my experience, it's the other way around.
One's a long rest and one's just kind of a long wait.
Okay.
So yeah, Alu, what are you doing with
Some longer than others, Nate.
yeah? What are you doing with Roland before he actually comes through the front door?
I'm gonna fix his shirt and tell him he's a schmuck and he looks ridiculous, and I'm gonna fix his cravat and fix his boots and make sure that he doesn't have his pants on back. I'm gonna be mom right now and be like, look, dude, I cannot let you go out in public like that.
How into fashion is Alu? Because I was gonna say if this was Holly Reese doing it, she'd have advantage on this. But
She
what about
would.
Alu?
But Alu's the daughter of merchants.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's a good
and
point.
she
So
spent
what
time in high society. She knows at
Yeah.
least enough
So
to be.
while she doesn't
forbidden.
care about fashion
is very
personally,
vain.
she knows
She's aware.
about
Okay.
fashion.
I like it. Give me an investigation.
Okay.
Investigation. Yeah, we'll call it investigation. Kind of, you're like identifying all the things wrong with his outfit and correcting them.
Watch, it's gonna be a 1.
Hey!
no, dirty 20.
Yeah.
Pretty
Yeah.
good.
You.
Reflections are
I just
obvious.
think you need to know that on my screen it looks like a 2.
Oh, really?
Yes.
But yeah, you're able to clear everything out, get everything arranged. You show Roland a mirror, and he's like, "Oh, okay, I get it now."
Oh, jeez. Okay.
And he looks super handsome.
Yeah, you're
It's a
feeling
dirty
much
20, but
more.
it's still a 20.
You're feeling much more confident now, at least in not looking ridiculous.
Anyone else thinking of that scene in Beauty and the Beast where he gets the bow in his hair?
Yes, they like make him look like.
Oh yeah.
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 Like
Pretty
a
him up
poodle.
for his like little dinner with Belle.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
very sweet looking.
They go a little over the top with the curls right here.
Yep.
Look so stupid.
Stupid. Yes. Exactly. I
Anyway,
fixed you. You no longer look stupid.
fantastic. Okay.
You're welcome.
I will. Okay.
Alu's
And then
still
I-
hanging out. She wants to see send you guys off.
Yeah.
Okay.
She might embarrass you in front of Brenda just a tiny bit.
Holly, if it looks like so Spev and Fen are in their rooms right now, it looks like. Holly, are you where you're located, or are you in your room?
I am gonna be up
I
in
haven't
my
known.
room.
Okay.
You need to find me. Where am I? Oh,
You're
I
yeah.
can-
You're next to the spider.
Yeah. So
We're besties.
yeah, you see Wilhelm and Brenda like talking. Oh no, you're not there. Okay. Alu, if you come in before Roland, then you'll see Wilhelm and Brenda talking. And with your passive perception, you can tell that she appears to be very, very nervous herself.
Oh, good. Love it.
Okay.
She's gonna be like, she's gonna be extra obnoxious. She's gonna be like, ladies and gentlemen, may I present?
Yes.
She's really enjoying this.
Okay.
She has a heart of gold, but she's not above making you feel a little foolish.
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed that. Okay. And Roland will make his way inside and kind of just peek around the corner, and he's just
Oh,
be
it's
like,
gonna stand over here out of the
Yeah.
way so that she can witness.
uh-huh. He's just like, hey, sorry, work went a little late, but thank you for waiting.
Yeah, no problem. Wilhelm was keeping me entertained with all sorts of stories. You see, when you walk in, you see a woman in a dark blue, not the same light blue that you have on your trim, but the two outfits definitely complement each other. It looks like Wilhelm kind of
What
Coordinated.
she was
clothes.
wearing, and then he improved it on the spot as he went upstairs real fast.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
how he rolls.
That would be
clutch.
fucking Wilhelm.
He
It's
set you up. It's like a prom date.
it's a sheer gown that goes down. There's that really hot slit in the side that goes up tastefully.
Can we do this without you
She looks
revealing your preferences?
super
Cameron?
uncomfortable. And she's normal. I mean, she's a tall woman. She's 6.5 feet. She's in another
Resident
3
Evil
inches
Village.
of heels.
So
She's a Amazon
she-
lady.
She
Resident
strikes.
Evil
I kind of think of her as the same sort of physique as the Richmond Soccer Club owner from Ted Lasso.
No,
Oh,
it's-
yeah.
it's-
Yes,
she's-
old Rebecca.
She is strikingly statuesque, and I like it.
Yes.
Nate, it's Lady Dimitrescu from Resident Evil
Yeah.
8.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
A little
reverse.
a little less matronly than
Yeah.
Lady Dimitrescu.
Meaning a little more, less clothed? Is that what you mean, Cameron?
No,
No, a little less old.
Jeez.
Less
Roasted.
I was trying to be a little more polite about it. But yeah, like Cherie said, no old bitches.
No old biddies.
Everyone there ever.
Can we do a zoom in on Hannah's face when you said that, please?
She knows. She
please
hit a
include
number
that
this
audio.
year. She doesn't have that many more left.
I swear. Cameron. God.
All that
Go to the
goodwill
next
you
room
built
and
up with
throw
all those
shit at
happy
him.
birthdays.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, so
you
she
was
is
merciful.
and Wilhelm's not a particularly tall dude. He's pretty average proportions. So he's looking up at her. He's got all his swagger on. She's clearly even with your passive perception of 13 and your passive insight of 13, you can tell that she's mostly just been humoring him. But she turns to you awkwardly again. She's definitely not comfortable in heels like this. But you can see Alu, you can see her face and eyes light up when she sees Roland. And she says, don't worry, it's great to see you. Where are we going?
And I mean, Roland has probably gone to several different bars, and but I don't know if he has any sort of fine dining aside from maybe like escorting the upper crust around. Do you think he would have any sort of idea like of a fine dining area?
I feel like that's something you tell me. It sounds like no.
Well, Nate that has no idea what the resources are in Waterdeep. I'm sure there. I mean, I'm sure there is, but I haven't actually personally looked into Waterdeep.
No, that's fine.
I think since you squire Holly around, you'd at least know of a couple places you could go.
Let me yeah. So you'd be able to lean on that for sure. That's a really good point. I guess the question I have is, in character, did Roland forget about this date?
Like, he forgot about it insofar as he's like, shit, I forgot, I gotta get back soon. He didn't forget about it, like, in and of itself.
Okay, so he prepped.
Like, he has
an itinerary plan.
He just lost track of time prior to the day of. He's like, shit, I totally, I was out running errands and I thought I was gonna get home sooner and.
Gotcha. Nope. So he would have like made a reservation somewhere and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, you're both like living in the North Ward, so there's nice places to eat in the North Ward. There's a really like high-end restaurant called Pasta Pasta. They make really, really wonderful empanadas. There's
That's funny.
There's the One-Eyed Orc, which is like it's known for like, it used to be a speakeasy when the city went dry for like 3 really terrible stupid years. But it's now like a very fancy restaurant. Paying for a meal there would easily be like 2 gold pieces, which is a lot of money for dinner.
It is a lot of money for dinner. That's like paying for a 3 or 4 star hotel room for a night.
It's like this is the type of place that serves you fucking bullshit ice cream with like gold leaf on top of it. That sort of like stupid stuff. But it's like
that's not where he would take her. He'd take her somewhere nice, but not somewhere like pretentious.
Yeah, there's.
I'm hesitant on the speakeasy because I know she's got her thing about crime and anything sinful. Or
that's a good point.
So I probably won't go there.
There's.
Sounds like she's not the girl for you, Roland.
No, we'll talk.
There's Saloon's.
You think that's who she is, but she wants to jump your bones.
There's Saloon's Garden, which normally you wouldn't be able to get a reservation there. You would either lean on Holly or Wilhelm
I would definitely lean on both
to have gotten this reservation. It's a really cool idea where it's actually a holy temple dedicated to the goddess Saloon. But part of their rites are that every evening they prepare a meal for anyone who wants to enter it. It used to be like this was an act of community service, that they prepare a very lavish meal and anyone from the community could come and take from it for nothing. They still don't charge, but they've had a series of almost like celebrity chefs come in and work in the kitchens of the temple, teach the priests and priestesses all their stuff. It's become like a really highfalutin place to come and enjoy a meal. It's just because everything's free, they absolutely require reservations now just to like manage the crowd. So you normally would not be able to get a reservation there, but you could definitely have had Holly or Wilhelm like run this down and make a spot for you if that's something you're interested.
I think the setting and the background and the charity will speak to her personality and who she is. So I will definitely do that. Yeah, and there is a part of it that's like after the meal, like anyone who came in to enjoy the meal. Nowadays, before it wasn't the case, but nowadays, as part of like giving back, they do like a
communal like cleaning of parts of the temple afterwards, things like that. Mostly ceremonial stuff, but it's all like part of the experience.
Okay. Yeah, I think I know how I'm going to roll with this then.
There's also the Olive Garden.
When you're here, your family. Yeah, no, I'm going to roll with the temple. Yeah, we'll do that.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, Brenda says, so where are we going for dinner?
Well, first of all, you look amazing.
You do too.
And
nice.
unless I miss,
It's not real. It's not real, guys.
Indie is real to me.
Yeah. Ian, you got to buy into the magic at some point.
I'm sorry, I'm ruining it. I'm sorry. I'm ruining it.
But unless I miss my guess, I'm a little out of my element here. I don't know how you're feeling, but I was thinking we'd go somewhere so fancy that no one would know who we were.
Yeah.
Wow.
I've never. I mean, like I said before, dinner at the hospice is pretty regimented. So this will be a new experience for me. I'm glad that I get to share it with you.
Yeah. So I will. What's the weather forecast tonight? It's supposed to be rain.
Oh, in Waterdeep? I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's roll a d4. Let's say 1 is sunny, 2 is sunny, 3 is rainy, 4 is a... No, you know what? Not a d4. Let's roll a d100. If you get a 1, we're going to have a tornado. And if you get a 100, there's going to be an earthquake. Other than that, it's fine.
Meanwhile, ladies, if you're watching, no, it's not a good thing if he's trying to take you to a place when neither of you will be recognized.
What I mean is that I'm trying to take the pressure off of being out of our elements so that people like if you're not if you don't feel like yourself in front of a bunch of people that know you, then you're like if you're in a strange place that no one knows you, who cares?
Yeah, and Wilhelm's a total bro. He is not going to tell your wife about this, so don't worry.
Right.
74.
Yeah, so it's fine. It's nice.
Okay. All right, then I guess I won't take an umbrella.
Yeah, I was hoping for this break.
The campaign suddenly shifts.
Really. I will offer her my arm and say, "Shall we?"
Absolutely. Yeah, she takes it, and you go off.
As they go, Olive's gonna be like, "Don't do anything I wouldn't do."
And what would that be?
She doesn't do anything, but it's really fun to mess with people.
I have my glaive.
Yeah,
because they're swords.
Yeah, we got our swords. It's fine.
Yeah, and we'll fade to black as you two go off to enjoy your evening, and we'll maybe reflect on how that evening went a little bit later.
Roll was so emblematic of this entire campaign. You were set up to win, Nate. You could not have failed. The DM was like, "Dude, I'm giving this to you."
Mm-hmm.
And
you gotta be single digits.
Ball.
And D&D just
D&D Beyond just fucked me. Yeah.
So it's the next morning, Elliot the 23rd. Everyone can long rest if you need to. It looks like everyone already healed up except Spev.
Yeah, I haven't yet. Bump. There we go.
Who's getting up first? Roland, I guess you were probably out later than most people.
That's true. I did not have a late night though.
Bummer.
No. I decided that myself.
Okay, it was your choice.
I chose not to pursue that particular end
Let it
goal.
be known, guys.
Yeah.
It was Roland's choice.
It was. I chose not to have.
That's where the 4 comes from. Brenda was clearly trying to take Roland home, and he's like, "No means like, no."
Yeah.
We will let the record show. Roland said no.
Yeah. But I said I did want to do this again. And,
what I think what the 4 captures is that she clearly leaned in for a kiss, and you waited like
Sounds
5
awesome.
seconds and then reached out your hand for a shake.
Oh my god.
I think that's like a 4 captures that pretty well, right? It's not a bad date, but damn, that's a sour note.
I feel like he wouldn't handshake her. It would be more like a hug.
The butt out hug, the butt out pat on the back hug.
How
Yeah,
far
the,
away
like,
can I get from
awkward
him while
hug.
also giving him a hug?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good date. Just you were caught a little off guard.
I was a little nervous. I wasn't mentally prepared. I panicked a little bit at the end.
Maybe never been on a date before. Maybe.
I mean, yeah.
No, he's usually had to pay for his companionship.
Ooh,
Roland?
roasted.
No. If he's hanging out with
Mercenary.
if he's hanging out with Wilhelm, he's never had to pay for companionship.
He's a mercenary. He's
I
had
never
Because
to.
Wilhelm paid.
No,
Because
well,
Wilhelm
you
paid.
Fen has experienced this. Wilhelm is the ultimate wingman.
Sure.
That's true.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's not
but
hanging
that-
out with you by choice.
But that fits for Roland because he probably would have been all about it before, but since the events of the tournament, he was like, I want to sit on this for a second and really consider this because
That's what Brandon was trying to do. She was trying to sit on it for just a second.
God.
God.
Oh my
my
God. Anyway. No, he
Get out, Cameron.
Yes,
Yeah, just
dude.
get out. Get out.
He
Can we have one session without the DM? Is that allowed?
yeah.
Oh
A
god.
community-led session.
Yeah.
Wow.
I feel like we should try that. That'd
There
be
are
fun.
systems
That
for
would be-
that.
There are systems for that, yeah. Yeah, no, her like overzealousness kind of threw him off at the tournament.
Yeah.
And he's also at the same time he's kind of like going on an opposite journey of like hers is one of learning to be zealous and his was one of apathy, learning understanding.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's kind of feels opposite right now, and so he's cooled on the idea. It's still there, but he's kind of being more cautious about it.
Yeah. I dig it. So, with that being said, who's waking up first? Do we want to do, I mean, you all got your asses handed pretty heavily.
Yeah, that's why I'm not saying anything.
Constitution saving throws just to see who, like, had the best rest and woke up first.
Sure.
Nah,
Sure.
Blue is up. She's always up. She's sitting in the kitchen as usual.
21, baby.
eating an
Oh my
apple.
god. I'm going to say, Roland, you got your long rest, but with the 21, you got up super early because, like, you had a nightmare
jazzed about
about the
it.
way that date ended. And you woke up in, like, a cold sweat. Like, oh my god, I should have just kissed.
Ben, meanwhile, is down for the fucking count.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, so
that's true. Fenn's down for the count. Yeah.
Roland,
Rightly so.
you get up first.
A cold shower.
Yeah. Reggie, you see that Reggie has made for you a giant stack of
Yeah.
pancakes
Okay,
with
so I just
chocolate
wanna
and whipped
preface-
cream.
yeah. I just want to preface is that Reggie is intelligent, but he can't talk, right?
Yeah, he's
I mean,
a
he
spider.
can, but he doesn't
So-
speak common.
Yeah.
He
So
goes-
Roland is absolutely like
He just doesn't.
before anybody else gets up, since he got up super early and it's just him and Reggie in the kitchen, he's like talking to himself, answering his own questions, but like using Reggie as like his sounding board. You know, it's like, yeah, I totally should have, right? Yeah. No,
exactly.
yeah. Reggie, what do you think, man? That's what I thought too, like that kind of thing.
Reggie
But using
gives
a voice
no
for
answer from
You
Reggie.
mean like
'cause he's just
Luke?
like,
You mean like
Reggie
Luke's
gives you a
R2D2?
look that clearly
Yeah.
says, like, I mean, I would have smashed, but my wife would eat me, so
How do we veto the DM?
Yeah.
How do we veto him?
right? Every week now, guys. Every week.
Yeah, so you're up. Holly Reese, you get up surprisingly early in the morning. You and Alu and Spev get up around the same time. Fen, you definitely took your time getting the rest that you needed. And Wilhelm marks his way down, and he is instantly like, so how'd everything go yesterday? What's how'd it go?
What are the deets?
Yeah.
Whoops.
Don't
Pleasant.
leave anything out.
It was good.
Yeah.
I get the
He's
sense
trying to leave
that,
stuff out.
Yeah, I get the sense that I might have
Fucked it up.
Messed up.
underwhelmed at the end.
Oh, that
but
happens to the best of the guys,
It
though.
sure does.
There's a
May.
pill
It
for that.
happens to the best
Yeah,
of us,
there's
man.
medicine.
Don't worry.
That's not what he means.
there's a little red. There's a little blue potion I
yeah.
can take now.
Roland, I
Mhm.
have some of those pills at my nightstand just for like just
No,
in case.
it's not that. It's that I didn't push that agenda at the end.
No,
And
you
I
How
get the
much-
feeling that was
apparently.
a unilateral.
So can we afford to do on this channel? Do we think?
How much what?
More?
Oh, we can.
Innuendo
It's adults only.
God.
We can
Got it.
do
Awesome.
whatever.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Because that's all we're speaking in at this point.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
I mean, she's a religious girl, and they're into like the freaky shit, right? Like you just. I get it. If you're a little scared the first time that she brings out the chains and the branding iron.
Woo! Only the good die young.
Anyway, so
Nate, moving on. Can we please?
yeah, exactly.
So
Thank you
yeah,
for the imagery. Moving
what
on.
does everyone want to do next? There's a copy of the Waterdeep Wazoo out. Wilhelm's reading it, but anyone can take a look at it.
Yes, share it
it's
with us
mostly it's not there's no like talk of any events from the previous night, major things. The most exciting headline apparently for the evening was this explosion that happened in the trades ward. That it seems like there was some sort of flower explosion. It killed some dark dwarves.
No.
The way Cameron said
Wouldn't
that
know
was like,
anything
it
about
don't
that.
really matter that much. It's okay. Nothing big.
We wouldn't know anything about that.
Well, it's probably something we could have prevented. Should we
Yeah.
chosen to do that?
We definitely caused it.
No, yeah, that was what I was gonna say. That was us.
The article frames it like it was maybe an industrial accident or something.
Oh, I love that they didn't catch the perps, so they just blame it on something else.
Me too.
Yeah, worked out pretty good for us.
Sure did.
So where should we be heading out today, gang? We got quite a list of places we can explore.
We got the Wazoo to do. We got to go check on those stone locations, the eyes, and then I got that submarine thing to do.
The submarine thing is really interesting because I mean, like, it seems like that's where the root of a lot of these automaton problems are coming from.
True.
But the Wazoo should take a very short time of just dropping that off if that's something Fen would like to do.
Mm-hmm.
We should definitely do that. I also think that if we're going to explore the sub, we need some distractions and I don't know, maybe explosions and shit that draw people from the Maiden's Fair away.
You got like fireworks or something?
Something.
Or maybe some water breathing potions too might be a helpful thing to look for.
I had some before. Where did I get those?
We forgotten where we got them, but we still almost got munched by sharks.
Yeah, you were given them as part of that assignment to go talk to the dragon.
We used them all. Right?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
So should we go back to the Blackstaff then and get more for that same mission?
Yeah, Obliteros is still out there.
Well, I think we accomplished that mission. I'm not sure what the...
we just had to make contact with the dragon, I thought. And then the dragon told us to check this thing out and saying that they saw it underneath the that merchant ship.
Yeah. So now the dragon...
I don't know about the rest of you, but I feel like when a dragon tells you to do something, you fucking do it.
It's not a bad idea. It's
actually
a pretty good idea to get dragons on your side.
Meta knowledge Natus is like, no, they're bronze. It's bronze.
Oh, bronze. Well, still
even worse.
Metallics are very good to be friends with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
So I heard a lot of ideas. It sounded like stone locations.
Wazoo stone locations and submarine.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, that was actually a thing I wanted to look at. I forgot. I wanted to potentially hook up the Stone of Galore to my homunculus servant. I just need I've talked this before with you, Cameron, of like I just need a gem worth 100 gold. So I was going to see if I could instead install the stone in there and give it like a sentience.
So
I'll share this with the group.
Give me an Arcana check.
I'm good at those. This is gonna go great, guys.
It's gonna be like a 3.
Oh, good.
This wasn't a hard check. It's the difficulty was like a 5.
It also 7.
You know that without the eyes, the stone is inert. It would right now. It would be like taking a rock off the street and putting it inside your homunculus. It just wouldn't do anything. But maybe once you get an eye or more, then you think there's more potential in that idea.
Gaining intelligence. Okay.
I retract my idea. I thought about it, and it wouldn't work right now.
Okay. So
to the wazoo.
Wazoo. All right. Everybody gear up.
Yeah, you all have breakfast. You head out to the trade wards. You go to the wazoo. And I mean, again, it's you have the photographs. You have the you go talk to Rudderbust. And this time it's a much more straightforward transaction. You're able to go and I guess, Fen, what are you handing over? You took a couple different pictures. You found a couple pieces of physical evidence. He said that he'd pay 25 gold pieces per picture, per impression that shows the proof of devil worship. So out of what you collected, what are you handing over?
Well, why didn't I... If he's giving 25 gold?
Pieces per piece of printable, publishable impression showing evidence of devil worship.
I mean, why don't I just lay him out and say, take your pick. What are you willing to buy, right?
Yeah, you can do that. So
I'd like to sell all of them if I could.
Yeah,
that's a lot of gold for a picture.
So none of these pictures are from Spider-Man.
You took 2 pictures that together collected the 9
and there was
reliefs.
a 10 picture limit, right?
Yeah, the 9
yeah, I think if I remember correctly, you only took 3 out of the 10.
Yes.
Yeah.
2 pictures that together show the mosaics or whatever you want to call them, tapestries. Of the 9 hells in the master bedroom of the Castellanters. You have a 3rd picture that shows the Asmodean cult regalia, the mask, the cloak, the dagger. And when you took that picture, I believe you specified you wanted to make sure that it was in an identifiable piece of the villa. So those 3 pictures net you a cool...
and the Black Viper was in that one.
Yeah, the Black Viper definitely posed in that one.
The Black Viper's the one holding it. Yep. So those pictures together net you a cool 75 gold pieces.
Me exclusively, guys, not you guys.
Correct.
Same with Alu. She got her pay exclusively, 15 platinum. And he thanks. He says, "Yeah, I mean, with this, I can publish this for sure. This is some solid evidence." Is that the fucking? Did you get a selfie with the Black Viper? That's awesome. Honestly, I'll for that. If you know people and you like taking dramatic photos, I'll throw in another 25 gold pieces. We'll call this an even 100. You keep the camera and you keep getting me some pictures I can put in for articles in the paper, and I'll pay you. For the future, we'll say 20 gold pieces per picture. 100 if you get me pictures of Spider-Man.
I was gonna say, consider me employed. I will keep my eye out. Obviously, I have a great relationship with the Spider-Man. So,
hey, this is art imitating life, dear.
And
what's his name? JJ. Is that his name?
J. Jonah Jameson.
Gaxley Rudderbust, but it would have been wonderful if it was. Yeah. So Gaxley gives you 100 gold pieces to Fen. He refills the components you need in your Impressionist eye, so you can renew your charges. You have 10 again. And
Are you revving your dog?
No, she's revving herself.
The Elliot, the 24th issue of the Waterdeep Wazoo should have some juicy devil worshipping gossip in it.
Gotcha.
Now,
Cameron,
yes.
one side note. When is my due date? When do I go through my change?
The
God,
30th is
way?
when the next full moon is.
Yeah,
That's
when is
funny.
that?
Can we put that a different way? Ugh.
No, we can't.
That's I like the idea of werewolves going around talking about how they're late,
Due
but
date.
for them it means something different.
God.
Yeah.
The full moon was last night and just nothing. I don't know. I'm worried.
I'm worried. Yeah.
Gross.
I'm gonna go
I
take a
hate it.
test.
I hate
I'm
it.
gonna go home and take a test. Gonna pee on some silver and see if it.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Anyway, okay, cool.
So what do we want to do now? I guess Hannah, did Holly Reese have anything she wanted to do? It sounded
I
like
need to go kill somebody.
okay.
Ben wants to go get his replacement sword. God damn it!
Again,
Yeah.
Is that ready yet?
no, I told you it's gonna be a 10-day.
10-day. That's like 4 years.
They
in
need
this-
to
in
travel to the
timeline of
Uthgard
this
forest, and then they need to come back.
campaign. Oh,
It's like
Ben's
Ben's
got a long
now,
rest
right?
and waited out downtime for that.
Yeah.
Ben's going into a self-induced coma.
Joining Max in the library.
yeah.
Passed out.
Just starts like trying to figure out whatever Max poisoned himself with.
God.
Speaking of things that are poison,
Yes.
we still haven't furthered Roland's lycanthropy.
Yeah, that's what I was asking about earlier.
So-
I still got a few more days, so I guess.
Before you go full on ape shit on us.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
do we
that-
want to? Do we want to go down to the docks and maybe scout out that ship that has like that has submarine on the bottom of it, or it seems like it might be tough to access the bottom of that. I don't know if there's anything else we want to try to knock out first before we figure out.
It's
how to
gotta
get
have
to
some
it.
sort of connecting latch, right, to the ship because
We have to get in to do that.
Yeah.
It's been scouted pretty thoroughly. I've scouted the Maiden Sphere pretty thoroughly. I've
The
got
inside of the ship.
everywhere.
Okay.
Yeah, Aldo's been all throughout the main ship that is the one of interest. Because
Something attached to the
she and
underwater,
Roland, yeah, it's underwater. But like she and Roland have right, it was us, Roland. We went
Yeah,
to
we went in
speak to Captain Zord. And before we even did that, Alu had like all her spies
Staking it out.
watching everything. So we know how many
Above the
people are
surface.
on each ship and all that stuff. Well, yeah, we're gonna
Yeah, you
taking out the underneath is different.
yes. What you know is the dragon referenced a large vessel underneath the ship, and then I believe I'm always worried about like saying too much, but I'm pretty sure that you as a party put two and two together that the Scarlet Marpenoth that Spev had worked on some years ago is a submarine. And maybe this isn't that specific submarine, but you know that submarines are a thing. So you figured out that what is underneath the ship is a submarine.
I just said the
that
level
sounds
of bullshit in D&D. The Scarlet Marpenoth.
Well, okay, yeah.
Don't
you're
ask
right,
me,
we
dude.
did-
Spev named it.
Scarlet Marpenoth.
Hey, it sounded really cool. No, that's actually a good point. Like, since I do have history working on these sort of things, do I know what kind of access there is to these things? Like, do they have to be mounted? Like, can you get to it through the boat, or do they have to be like get into from an external?
Ooh,
location?
interesting question.
Like, what could I know infer about the design of this thing?
You did work on it strongly. I think this would be a history check with advantage, and let's see what you roll.
All right, here goes the first
On
roll,
Spev.
and the second
That one
roll.
wasn't great.
Hot
Oh,
dog. Hey, you made the double digits.
What
16.
did he need to beat?
So with a 16,
Gentle.
you know that the Scarlet Marpenoth. Again, this is this specific submarine, not like all submarines, but this model. It's a pretty sturdy exterior, metal encasing wood. If you had to put like an armor class on it, you say it's about 20. It's like most vehicles, the structural integrity would fail if it takes tremendous damage. The contract, like the raw materials and the craftsmanship and stuff, that vessel that you helped work on and design and build was worth 15,000 gold pieces. It was designed to have a crew of 1 pilot and 1 engineer, but it could hold like 10 passengers and about 2 tons of cargo. You know that
the Nautilus.
yeah. You know that it was designed, the Marpenoth, like there's no interior lighting because you don't want to like burn fires, and you didn't like want to like set up magical lighting or anything. So the crew everyone had to have dark vision to navigate like the inside, but that wasn't a big deal. All the furniture is bolted down. It's a large vessel, but it is a submarine, so it's like things aren't that big. The ceiling's like 8 feet high. The passages between stuff is only 6 feet high. You worked a lot on the magical air circulation system. It's got like these small metal grills, and there's this complex ventilation system, and then the air gets scrubbed magically, so the vessel is airtight. It's mostly constructed out of steel. You don't remember like the exact layout because you were more working on the systems than like the architecture, but it was modeled after a stingray or a manta ray. So it's got like large wings on each side. It's mostly flat. It's got 2 decks on the inside. There's the entrance hatch is on the top of the vessel. So it would either come up to surface or go underneath something, a dock or something, for people to enter and exit it.
Okay.
Let's see. I guess the question is there another way to gain entrance?
Yeah. And now that we have the physical description, did the dragon give us any sort of physical description, or just described it as sort of a thing attached to the bottom here?
Yeah. He just said like there's something underneath that ship. Tell me what it is.
He's not gonna eat us. Let me tell him.
He never threatened to eat anyone or anything.
I mean, dragons don't really have to actually do that, do they?
That they don't have to threaten you. No.
Yeah.
The threat is implied.
Yeah.
They don't. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll start listing all these submarine facts that I know, and kind of think on anything that anybody could think. I'll say like, based on the ones that we worked on, most likely we'll have to go through the boat to actually get into it. But I definitely think that's a point of interest.
Ollie wants to know if there's any explosives we can attach to the outside and blow it to shit.
I can ask everyone at the Hall of Inspired Hands. Yeah, we have small amounts of gunpowder and other sort of explosives. I don't know if we have anything industrial grade to sink this thing or break a hole, but I could ask.
Yes.
Hard to ask.
Yeah.
Yes.
I want to be prepared. Yes.
I love that response.
Yeah, I can definitely ask around, see if I can acquire some explosives.
Yes, we need explosives going in.
I love it.
We need to not use them on ourselves, though.
So it's
area.
What do you mean ourselves? You mean on Fen?
Yes, that's what I mean.
What's the range of message?
Did I hear earlier that you all were kind of trying to head down to the docks to just like observe the Sea Maiden's Fair again and kind of get a surface level look at whatever might be underneath it?
Well, Alu said they've scattered out pretty good, so I don't know if we need to unless we're prepared to like move towards it. If there's another objective we can hit first, because I can talk to my guys.
Yeah, in terms of physical location. So if you're looking at the map now, your options, there's the Xanathar's lair over here. There's the Skyhorn Lighthouse down here. Off of Stormhaven Island. There's Blue Alley, which is up in the Castle Ward.
Gentle.
There is Hannah wants to kill someone. That can happen in the dock wards.
Why does Hannah want to kill somebody?
Holly Reed has a mission to kill someone. I don't remember who though.
Anyone, just someone.
That's how she gets in the game.
That was how it came across. I was like, why is she trying to kill someone? Stop that.
So you don't remember any of the details?
I think I remember it now.
Hannah, I get it. You're a little hungover. So you were assigned. Jallister asked you that or tasked you with an assassination by the Lord's Alliance, and he said that Harko Swornhold, who was someone who was banished from the cities that are members of the Alliance, is back in Waterdeep. And he said, kill him before he can reunite with his old Kenku buddies in the Dock Ward. He's a threat to the city, and they don't want him to connect and supply the Xanathar's Guild any further. He's got a scar shaped like a wishbone on the back of his left hand. So keep an eye out for him, and that's kind of the description you're given to go assassinate this dude in the dock ward. So you got a couple tasks in the dock ward area that you could do if that's what you wanted to do.
I shot the sheriff, by the way, guys.
Well, yeah. I'll check in with Holly. Like, so do you actually want to go through with this? We're talking a murder here. I guess it's for just cause, but I mean,
yeah, like if we go through with it, then maybe the Xanathar will calm down and stay out of our way, because they've been giving us trouble anyway.
Well, they might seek revenge too.
Zentarum, correct? Ow.
What?
Oh, say that again.
I'm Zentarum.
Yes, you are a member of the Zentarum, but you're not a member of like the general faction. You're a member of specifically the Doom Raider sub-faction. There's a Zentarum Civil War.
Correct. I do know that. It's just that sometimes the names of them, I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, they're similar.
Very similar.
That was why I was clarifying.
Yeah, I'm fine to go, and
I'm fine with you fucking up his world, Polly. Hi.
Maybe we can run him out of town too. Yeah, we can go see if we find this guy. Sounds pressing.
Maybe we can do some research on him and find out if there's anything he can do to help us in our quest. Like, can I have this stuff? Yeah, neat. Stop it.
Yeah, let's at least go to the dock ward and see what we can find out.
At least get eyes on this guy.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Okay.
So,
Ow, stop that.
You head down to the dock wards. Tell me what all you're trying to keep an eye out for or look for.
I'm keeping an eye out to see if I notice anyone with a weird scar on their hand.
How are you doing that exactly?
Just a perception check? I mean,
are you just like you're just kind of observing the crowd, looking around?
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess if
did you share this like mission with the rest of us?
Yeah,
or is
that's exactly what I was going to ask.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna share it with you all.
Yeah, so we can have you all kind of maybe split up a little bit, not get too far away from each other, but just to keep an eye out. Everyone give me a perception check, and we'll see how.
It would also involve her little network too.
To get information.
That is terrible perception.
Teamwork makes the dream work. Ooh,
damn,
Fen.
Fen's on fucking fire.
Yeah.
Yay.
I think I got you, Fan.
I got a +6 perception, so you know.
Perception.
You know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I got a 6-inch perception.
That was terrible perception for me today.
So let's
These
see.
rolls today.
They're bad.
Yeah.
Alu, Spev,
Ouch.
Holly.
Yeah.
Roland got a 16.
I just want to point out, I got a +9 athletics. I just want to point that out. Let everybody know. 9.
Okay.
9's the number.
Yeah, with a 25
-1.
Fen, what you notice that other people miss, you don't find Harko, but you hear the speech pattern of Kenku. Kenku, you met them once before a while ago in the warehouse at the very beginning of the campaign, where they had just killed a bunch of people, a bunch of Zentarum agents in a warehouse when you were looking for Floon. And you remember that they are bird people. They don't have wings or flight.
That's right.
They were cursed by their god, who removed their power of speech. And what they do to talk is they open their mouth and they repeat any sound they hear. So talking to one sounds like talking to a record player, where it's just playing the words that other people have said. It's a very unique speech pattern. And that's what you're able to hear. And you are able to pick up on that. And you hear like that sound pattern coming from this building over here.
Okay, so basically what that's telling me is I know what kind of thing they are. Is that what you're saying?
And you Holly's information said that Harko was meeting up with some Kenku. He was seen around the dock wards with Kenku.
Right. Okay. I see on the map I'm not really like nearby any of my friends here. Can I like radio them and just let them know that like what I'm hearing and like all that data?
Yeah, absolutely.
No.
Okay. I'm radioing my boys.
Yeah, so everyone gets the heads up from Fen that he's found something over here. What do you all want to do? Just kind of gather around?
Yeah, start moving towards them.
Yeah.
You are you're able to take the time to put with the crowd and everything, position yourselves. There are windows.
Yeah, let's check it out and set the scene.
Fen, with your 25 perception, you were able to scout things out. You see, actually, give me. Whoever wants to observe the building, also give me a stealth check. If you want to hang back and let other people observe the building, you do not need to give me a stealth check.
I'm gonna cast guidance on Fen.
Might have gotten a little too big for my britches there.
The guidance gives you
with the terrible roll.
20.
plus you get to
D4.
roll a d4 and add it to the number.
Oh, that's
You don't have
it?
to use it right away, but that's it. Hey, it's a cantrip.
It's we got a 19 on the board. I'm gonna hold it. How about that? Can I-
Well,
still-
this is
You
okay.
get a minute.
Can.
I
Okay,
get
so
a minute. All right, might as well.
Yeah.
and someone else being stealthy doesn't stop you from like knocking over a bunch of pans and pots.
Perfect. Perfect.
Okay.
So he's a 9.
This prevents me
so-
from ruining shit. And I rolled a 2. Good job, Ian.
Okay, so the average here, got it.
Oh well, then if everyone else rolling, I'll roll a quick stealth real quick too.
You don't need
I
to. Not rolling a stealth just means you're hanging back.
Okay. Well, everyone else rolled stealth, so.
My stealth roll was horrible.
I mean, it's still a 13.
Yeah,
Better than mine.
but that's because my plus modifier is pretty big.
Yeah.
I'll
So,
run 2 while
you-
we're at it.
Cool. Okay, got you. So with that average, you're able to get up and look into the building a little bit, and yeah, you see Harko and 2 Kinko inside the building. He seems to be talking with them. You're able to make out the wishbone scar on his left hand. They seem armed with blades, and they don't seem to pick up on your observation of them, but they seem to be hanging out. So, real quick before we go, let's have everyone What do you want to do? Do you want to like bust in the door, or do you want to set up an ambush outside?
Busting in the door sounds like a bad idea.
Yeah, I think we should set up an ambush outside.
All right.
Are there any other entrances to this building we can see?
No.
Okay.
So yeah,
that doesn't meet fire code.
You can position yourselves wherever you want with your stealth checks. I'll say, yeah, you can stick yourselves wherever you want, and then we'll call this an episode shortly.
Is it this building in the middle here?
This one.
Oh, okay.
Got it.
I'll go over by a window. Is this a window I'm by?
That's a door. That's the front door.
I will hang out by a window.
He's right in front of the door. They
here.
open the door. He's just standing there squatting.
Alu wants to be up on top of the building.
Sure thing. We'll say you're up on top of the building.
Advantageous.
Yep.
Armor's active.
Roland and Fen
on top of this building.
Roland's gonna sit in one of these chairs by the fire out here.
Awesome.
And Alu's gonna use her hat of disguise to just be, just
anyone else but her.
Some random person, yeah.
Terrific.
Chimney sweep or some such nonsense.
It took roll. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was going to make a joke. I want to roll through these crates to see if there's any messages on the ground to give us.
Someone's been playing Elden Ring.
I like it.
Yeah.
You're all in position. You see the door open. Harko steps out, flanked by his 2 Kenku. He seems to again be chatting with them. Alu, with your passive perception, you can hear that they're discussing some upheaval that happened at the Xanathar's Guild not too long ago. And we'll say, while this is happening, we'll go ahead and roll initiative and call this an episode here.
God, here we go.
Thanks for playing with us, everybody. We'll see. Yeah, who gets the first move.
6.
I'm just curious. What happened to Fen? 6. I know he's here, but I don't see him.
I'm on top of the building. I said I moved on top of the building. Yeah. I used my
I just can't see your
athletics.
token. Mm-hmm. I got a 17.7. I like the symmetry of that number.
Nice.
There's actually no symmetry at all to that number, but okay.
Shut up. You know what I mean?
The oddest odd number there's ever been.
Yeah, but it's the same, and it's divided by a decimal. That is the symmetry I mean.
Gotcha.
Give me just a second. All right.
Upside down and backwards.
Everyone gets added when they roll, and then I can fix it afterwards. So I've got Holly, Spev, Alu, Kenku, Harko. Where is Roland? Got a 6.
He's sitting by the fire. He's filling his flasks.
Mm-hmm.
And Fen got a 9.16. Awesome. All right, here is the initiative order. The Kenku are just chatting. So we're going to start our next session with Alu and her first strike. We'll see what happens. Thanks for playing with us, everyone.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye. We love you.
Alu's gonna psychic dagger the shit out of some side bodyguards.